Let's get an intro going. Let's get an intro. Here we go. Baboyka, bienvenido, Rahubat. Can you feel it, y'all? Come on, pull up, people. Come on, pull up, man. Man. Interesting day. Interesting day. And just want to give my shout out to all those friends, acquaintances that I have inquired these many years. Good friends. We had a very nice discussion this morning. I was in class again. I do these online classes, coding and programming, and also I got 15 hours of cryptocurrency class in one shot. Yo, it's a marathon, but I go pieces and bits and pieces because I have it recorded. They allowed us to view the recording later on. And so I could show you a few things. I could share my screen. But before we have this conversation, before I go in on this, I wanted to, first of all, to speak about currency. A lot of us, yes, with Google, we can go to Wikipedia or this, that. A lot of us in school, we learned it, but we wasn't really interested. And this is really about economics, courses on economics and social studies. But in social studies, and I noticed that in conventional public schooling, and we'll go over it over here, they're being mandated and they're being you have to stay within a certain boundaries in order to get certified, in order for the school to get funding by the state, federal, so they're very careful on what they teach out. So a lot of times you have to go out the box. I love going out of the box and looking for outformation. Not the information that's in the box, but the outformation, the ones that's out the box is very, very important. You know what I'm saying? So you go to different sources, there is sources out there that the conventional people will say, no, that's pseudo, or that's not true. That's started by this and that and this group. And then you have the other side saying, you see, you're being complicit. So I like to think paradoxically. Remember, paradoxical reasoning is like if a person comes up to you and say, I saw the sunrise. I woke up this morning and I saw the sunrise. And I've used this example before, but I just want to reiterate it a little more. So you wake up in the morning and say, I seen the sunrise. But then another person will come up to you and say, you didn't see the sunrise. That's an illusion. If the sun doesn't rise, it's the earth that's tilting. So it appears like the sun is rising. Both are right. Neither is wrong. Because just the fact that it is an illusion, like the sky appears to be blue, but then somebody would say the sky is not blue, it's clear. It's just refracting the what? The blue light from the sun or the nitrogen. That's paradoxical. It's that both can exist. So you got to look at both theories, you know what I'm saying? Both. And it's putting on different lenses. So when they talk about, in the schoolings, people become complicit and they're being educated. When Panabaya said editated, it's edited. the knowledge is edited because it has to fit a certain format so they can be beneficial to the society, or beneficial to, the people running the society or the government, right? But then there are people that think out the box. You go out the box, you know what I'm saying? And you make sure that when you do accumulate this instructional knowledge from this outer realms or out the box, that you're not going to use it to be harmful or detrimental to any humans. You know what I'm saying? That's where moral and ethics comes in. Moral and ethics are very, very important when it comes to dealing with that instruction. Remember, when I say instruction, I mean knowledge that's out the box. So let me show you something that's out the box, right? This is, let me share my screen. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Let me share my screen. This is from the what they call the redemption process, right? Let me share this. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, what's going on? Here you go. Can you see that? Let me see that. Lord. I wonder if you can see that, but I see when I switch my screen over. Okay, I'm sharing my whole screen, so that's what it is. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull this up on my Facebook. Yeah, let me do this here. Hold on, so that it doesn't do this and do that. You should be able to see that, and you should be able to see just that. Let me go back here. Let me see. Let me go here. I should be live, but I don't know what's going on with this thing here. I should be live, but again, I don't know what's going on here. You see, it should be live. Should be live. Let me see something. What I'm doing is I'm looking at my Facebook. Maybe I need to refresh it. Let me refresh it. Yeah, here it goes. Okay, so I'm seeing what you see. Let me lower the volume here. How do I lower the volume here? I don't know. Okay, but you don't hear too much of feedback. That's okay. But yeah, when you look at this is money creation and banks. How money is created, and we're going to go into the history of it. But first of all, let's go backwards. Let's see how money is created. And these are conventional money. This is paper money, right? Now, some individual with their endorsement, with their signature, they create all money. When it is created in public forum, it creates a public liability, which must be taxed to the government. So whenever an individual signs a note at a bank, this creates the funds. That is, she is borrowing. It immediately creates the funds when you go to the bank, right? Even wages or funds that a person accepts from working or selling products that they grew or made are public funds that have been borrowed into existence by someone else. So just the fact that signatures, again, you are the collateral, your signature is what's creating this fiat money. This is what it's saying. That the Federal Reserve Act allowed the banking system to set up the way that a person could redeem these funds that they are handling. Again, the Federal Reserve Act has two sides. The public side, which is the Federal Reserve Bank uses in the public form, and which most people are familiar with. And then you have the private side. Many people don't know, which only those who hold the preferred stock of the United States are going to be able to use. So if United States is incorporated, or let's say the state that you live in is incorporated, that means they have stocks and bonds. There are people that control those stocks. They call those preferred stocks. That's where you have these families that control these stocks. Whenever Federal Reserve Bank buys United States bonds, bills, or note, it must issue a negotiable instrument a draft for the purchase of the public offering. And I know a lot of this is not going to make that much sense because this is talking in a jargon. But if you study MBA or you study anything about money, you know, accounting, anything, you might get a class on some of this stuff. Now, the instrument requires some individual signatures, but it must circulate back to the bank. Can you hear that as a feedback? I'm trying to erase that. Oh, wait a minute. I know how to do that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, man, I don't know how to do this. I really don't know how to do this. I thought I could do this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Volume. Here you go. There you go. I just let me see something. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, there you go. So now we don't have that. We don't have that feedback. All right, great, wonderful. We don't have that feedback, but now I can see that what everybody's looking at on the screen. Okay, so that's something to just to keep in mind. Now I want to go. I want to go to page. What is it? What's going on here? 1 second. You should be seeing this. It should be live. I am live. Okay. Now I want to go to page 214, and I'm going to show you this book. This is a huge, huge book, and this is what they call the redemption process. This is how you're able to grab a hold of your straw man and create trust. And there are certain ways that you can deal with the banks. And this is, this is just knowledge out there. People use this to create wealth and stuff like that, but also people use this knowledge and scam other people with it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very, very, very careful. Very, very careful how you operate in this world of economics. You know what I'm saying? It's very guarded, and you have to be very careful. Now, this is the history of the United States currency. Okay. Shout out to my brother Dimas who showed me on Wikipedia, and I was aware of that. And there are sources there too. These are one of the sources. This redemption process, this information. Now, early American colonists used English, Spanish, and French money while they were under English rule, However, in 1775, when the Revolutionary War became inevitable, the Continental Congress authorized the issuance of currency to finance the conflict. Remember, contracts and signature signing created wealth, created this bond, this bill, this certification. This is how they funded their war. So Paul Revere made the first plates for this continental currency. Those notes were redeemable in Spanish milled dollars. The depreciation of this currency gave rise to the phrase, not worth a continental. What they used to use, the English people used to use that phrase a lot. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me see anybody on. Nope, I don't see nobody on, but that's okay. So after the so-called U.S. Constitution was ratified, the alleged United States of Congress assembled, passed the Mint Act. Be aware of that word mint, because we also, when it goes into cryptocurrency, there is a minting process that you can use to mint those digital currencies into a coin. Okay, so this is the Mint Act of April of 1792, which established the coinage system of the social compact known as the United States and the dollar as a principal unit unit of species currency. By this act, by signing this act in, by creating this act, we became the first country in the world to adopt the decimal system for currency. Remember the 0.01, the penny, the 10 cents, you know what I'm saying? 100 pennies make up $1. That system. The first US coins were minted in 1793 at the Philadelphia Mint and presented to Martha Washington. The so-called government did not issue paper money as we know it today until 1861. In the interim years, however, the new social compact government did issue treasury notes intermittently during periods of financial stress, such as the War of 1812, the Mexican War of 1842, and the Panic of 1857. During the same period, from 1793 to 1861, approximately 1,600 private banks were permitted to print and circulate their own paper currency under the state charters. So eventually 7,000 varieties of these state banknotes were put in circulation, each carrying a different design. You see this, how what's also happening to the crypto world, the coins? They're allowed to mint different coins, right? There's almost 88,000 different coins. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to share that screen. I can pull it up. I'll share it with you. With the onset of the Civil War, the new military social government construct, desperate for money to finance the war, they passed the Act of July 17 in 1861, permitting the Treasury Department. You see, before it was the banks and the different states, and so you have so many different currencies and money. Now here you go, the military is coming in with the Treasury Department to print and circulate paper money because they wanted to finance this war. The first paper money issued by the military government was demand notes, commonly referred to as greenbacks. Greenbacks. So in 1862, the so-called military Congress retired the demand notes, and then they began issuing United States notes, also called legal tender notes. Here's a picture. Legal tender notes. So under military congressional acts of 1878 and 1886, 5 different issues of silver certificates were produced, ranging from $1 to $1,000 notes. The Treasury exchanged silver certificate for silver dollars as they were known. The size and weight of the silver coins made them unpopular. The last series of silver certificate were issued in 1923. However, the last series of modern silver certificate produced were the rises of 1957B and 1935H $1 note series. Okay, well, $10 note. During the period of 1863 to 1929, the military social government construct again permitted thousands of banks to issue their own notes under the National Bank Act of 1864. Now, they were called the National Bank Notes, but unlike the earlier state bank note, they were produced on paper authorized by the military social government construct known as the United States, and carried the same basic design. Then it goes on that in 1913, military Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act, establishing the so-called nation's Federal Reserve System. Now, this act authorized the Federal Reserve banks to issue Federal Reserve banknotes. This came later on. So in 1914, the Federal Reserve banks began issuing Federal Reserve notes, the only currency still being manufactured today by what they call the military construct of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, which are all military constructs. Now, you remember Lyndon B. Johnson? I think he took the place over after Kennedy was assassinated because he wanted to bring back the silver, um, everything to be back. Well, we'll go into that later. I have to show you those sources. Now, when Lyndon B. Johnson stated in the press release that when I have signed this bill before me, we have made the first fundamental change in our coinage since 173 years. The Coinage Act of 1965 supersedes the Act of 1792, and that act had the title, an act establishing a mint and regulating the coinage of the United States. Now I will sign this bill to make the first change in our coinage system since 18th century. To those members of Congress who are here on these historic occasions, I want to assure you that is in making this change from the 18th century. We have no idea of returning to it. This is the act of money. Oh man, this is 682 pages. It goes into a lot, but this is all of deals with finance. You know what I'm saying? And practicing law. I wish I could find you the breakdown of the different money, fractional money. Just to give you a quick synopsis, and I definitely, you know, when I find it, I'll come back, revisit. I will revisit a lot of this stuff, USCC filing. I'll revisit some of this stuff to get to bring up those sources. So it's like this. At one time there was coin, gold coin, silver coin, whatever, but it became too heavy to sort of like carry around, right? And to do regular business with. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is certain companies became like a holding vault for a lot of these coins, gold and silver coins. And then they would issue a receipt. Those are receipt. That's where receipt money came in. Receipt to prove and to establish, validate that you had certain amount of gold or silver stored in this vault. That's where receipt money came in. And then what began to happen is the practice of receipts and certificates, right? What happened is that they became bankers, or these houses that were holding these gold and silver coins begin to forge receipts because they had this in their possession, and they begin to do business with receipts on their own. They didn't own the gold and the silver, but they had it in their possession, so they were able to forge receipts and do business like that, saying, look, I have this over here, and let me write you this note for this property or for this item or whatever. So that's where the certificates came in terms of money. And then again, when they passed the law and they started, I think in 1933 or 32, when they started to extract all the gold, and a lot of companies were out there buying up gold and they were extracting all the gold. That's why you don't see gold at a very large amount in society today, because a lot of that was pulled back, that gold and silver, and was kept deposited, right? That's what they talk about. What is it, Fort something? I think the vaults in England, all this gold was extracted, and people were not allowed. It was against the law for you to have gold, and especially gold, in your possession. It became a law. So that's when the fiat money came in. In other words, we're gonna use another form of value, and we're gonna use signatures. And the fact is that we're going to use human beings as collateral. So when you go against and you owe a debt in society, what happens? You become a liability. What happens to you? You're incarcerated. You're incarcerated. Look at the bait and switch versus the contract acceptance. But we're going to go over that some other time. This is what I was talking about. Acceptance for value. And but this is a lot of old knowledge. But at the same time, would it be relevant today? I don't know. I mean, it's good to know this stuff. So, but it's again, it's a lot. I know. I have looked at it. I've read it. And it's a lot. So I had to go pieces by pieces. And I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the chance to actually, let me go back up here. I didn't get the chance to actually do the paperwork so as to create my own banking institution myself. But here we are giving another opportunity with the cryptocurrency virtually, to be doing it virtually, because that's another world, So I don't know what we can get into here. Let me see if I can bring something up. Excuse me one second. Let me see. I'm still here. I just got off the screen for a minute. I just wanted to bring up the World Economic Forum. Okay. I strongly suggest, as a first step, that everyone check out the movie so you can understand the concept. Ready Player One. Okay. Then let me see something here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh man. Let me see. I don't want to share the screen yet because what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in. I give everybody my login. What is a sub account? I don't understand this. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I see what happened. Somebody tried to get into my account here. Just give me 1 second. That's what I'm saying. In this world, you have to really, really, really be careful. Okay, you got to really, really be careful of how you navigate through the internet. That's why I have what they call the Brave browser. And on the Brave browser, let me see. Just give me a second, y'all. Just hold on for me. Ay. Just doing some stuff here. That's not what I was looking for. I'm under my Brave bookmarks. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, now I'll show you this in a minute. Okay. Alrighty. I'm set. All right, just bear with me. Just bear with me. 1 second. Let me get rid of that. Go back in here. So let me share. Let me see if I can share my screen again. And what I want to do is go to here. All right. You should be seeing this, right? Let me go back. You should be seeing this. Let me see. My computer froze. My computer froze. I just want to make sure that you're seeing this here. Uh, 1 second, y'all. I'm just trying to do this the right way. Okay. Yeah, you should be seeing. You should see that right there. Okay. Now, hey, remember I was telling you about the coin? You can check out CoinGecko. And when you go on here, when you go on here, it gives you. You see up here on the left hand side. This is how many coins there are. And these are the exchanges, the market cap, and it's telling you what Bitcoin. And look at these numbers. Right now, you got a lot of red. Yes, gone down. Tether, which is a United States minted coin, on the dollar bill. You see what it say USDT token? That's for dollar value, dollar value. That one seems to be stable over here on the green. But Bitcoin went down. I've seen it at 40,000 down to 34, and Ethereum went down. But that's how the market is. But the U.S. coin seems to be stable. Look at this U.S. dollar coin right here. You know what I'm saying? Not that much of a return, but it's there. I was told by my and I told this being that only a few people are here, but my brother told me check out the Cardano. Man, he said check out the Cardano. That one's at $1.35, and you can buy up on that. And that one seemed to be dropped and then went back up, but it's still in the red. But and this is the last 7 day, and this is always updating. Those are the prices. These are the some of the most what they call. These are the coins that are being used the most now. Bitcoin is the number one coin. One thing you gotta know about Bitcoin is you gotta know how the coin and this functionality. So Bitcoin allows you to store your value. It's like a storage facility. Storage like gold. You can store your value in gold. I mean, gold is still valuable and silver is still to play in the market, whatever. But Bitcoin is it's like digital gold. You can store your value in that. Ethereum is where you start joining your smart contracts. You cut out the middleman, your smart contracts, and also allows you for trading, exchanges and trading and exchange. So you get your Bitcoins, exchange them to Ethereum, and Ethereum, you're able to utilize the Ethereum, the platform to draw up smart contract, lend yourself money, minting, a lot of this stuff. So it's just knowing and Dogecoin, you hear that a lot. So it's just about knowing the functionality of the particular coin. So I just give you a heads up that my brother said, yo, I'm making money off of this Cardano. You got to watch that sucker. And let me tell you something about Bitcoin. Right now, you see at $34. Can you imagine you buying up Bitcoin now when it's going down, and then all of a sudden the sucker shoots up to $250,000? It's capable of doing that, It's capable of going up to even $1 million. But let's be real. I mean, let's just say 250,000. Did you see the amount of interest that you're gonna gain just by putting in $20 times 250? You do the mathematics and you see. So it's the game again. Stocks. I could show you stuff on stocks, and you'll be like, "Thank you, Dimas. Thank you." I could send you a PDF file of that research, of that information that I got. Is the redemption process. but it's the fourth edition. So I think there's a more, but that's one of the best editions that I found, the fourth editions. I think that everybody should also invest in the Black Law Dictionary. Actually, the fifth edition, I think, of the fourth edition. It's still, like I said, all of this is going to be the past in about 9 years. And it's going to be a whole different conversation, a whole different finances. And this is where things are going so far. But like I said, as always, it's good to be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be safe than sorry. What else? I wanted to cover here. Let me see something. My bookmarks. I know you're seeing all this. The idea also is to get this wallet. This allows you to store your, and even have the USB port. But this wallet here, man, I'm ordering a few of these, and allows you to extract. Remember, you want to own your Bitcoin. You want to keep it in your hands, not in other apps where it belongs to those apps. You want to extract it and put it into a wallet so you can hold it at that wallet. And you can do exchanges with it too. You can use it just like a regular wallet. And it's used by phone. There are people that use their phone to buy everything, and it works the same way. I have Trust Wallet, very good. But that's a lot of information that later on, anybody interested would just have to see me personally about that. So Bitcoin, here you go. This is how you follow the market. Citigroup launches a digital asset unit within its wealth management division. Look at this, man. This is the news. This is, it's like the stock. And it's giving you the block crypto, man, it's giving you information. Look at the US dollar tether. See? So it's just reading these different graphs. And they're not that hard. They're not that hard. This is the Brave again. This is the Brave. Brave is like like Chrome, but it's much faster. It's 3 times as fast. And what Brave allows you to do is it has a wallet. You can create your own wallet. See? Ledger, create crypto wallets within the Brave, and it's encrypted. It is encrypted, and it's 3 times as fast as Chrome. Man, I use Brave, and it's like, boom, everything pops up like no tomorrow. But let's get out of Brave, though. Let me quit Brave. Let me get back here, and back here, and remove that. So there's a lot of information. I just wanted to make sure that I get on and show these different things. Okay, let me pull up something here. Hold on a second. I do have it somewhere around here. World Economic Forum. This is the World Economic Forum. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not the forum that I'm used to. Where is it? I think this is it right here. Is it? World Forum Foundation. That's not the one. What the hell? That's what I'm saying. You have to be up on things quickly because, the World Economic Forum. Look at the discussions that they're having right now. This is all economy. The World Economic Forum. Here it is. Let me get off here for a minute. Well, I'm not sharing. I'm not adding that to the, okay, it's not to the stream because I don't want, I got to sign in. I got to sign in. I'm a member of the Forum Economic Forum. What's going on here? Sign in. Join, sign in. Login. I'm looking for login. And I don't see it. Agenda. On the agenda. Okay. So let me just bring this up over here real quickly. Yeah. Bring this up real quickly here. Let me see. You should be seeing this here. What's the matter with my Facebook be lagging, boy? I'm telling you, Facebook be lagging. You should be seeing this on the screen. Bio leaching and how can I make so our platforms. This is the COVID. Let's look up the platform, but I wanted to look up the blockchain. This is not how I usually get in here. I don't know what's going on. No, there's something not right. Platform. There's a way that I can sign in. Or is it log in, sign in? What's going on? Oh man, you guys just gotta excuse me. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I was able to sign in, I think on my, I have it on my Delta. I'm on my Apple. I'm an Apple thing here. But anyway, I don't want to stay on here too long. Listen, remember that your awareness goes, your energy flows. So if you really put your mind to learn, you want to learn more about how finance work, which is very, but economy is a way of life, it's part of nature. You have to put your awareness in that. You know what I'm saying? One other thing I wanted to mention too, that, being that there's a good book out that I haven't gotten yet, but I'm waiting to get on the mail. Woke Does Not Mean Broke. And Billy Carson. It's very interesting because he's an entrepreneur and I've seen the way he operates. And I like it. It's very innocent and it's good. He gives you what you pay for. And he gives you information. I just want to say this, like a lot of times we're not properly educated on finance. And I learned it the hard way. It's like, we got to teach our children, look, if I give you $300 worth of credit, you really don't have $300. You know that. It's 1/3. Because I advise everybody to go like to Ethereum, Experian Boost. In other words, you get credit by all the bills that you pay. So my score goes up. Your credit is like gold. So you want your score to be a 720 or better, right? How you want to get that score up, because that allows you to negotiate with companies, insurance company, car companies, houses. When you have this score that it's, from 720 and up, banks will deal with you. And the way to get to that 720, hold on one second. The way to get to those scores is for one, if you're constantly paying Spectrum, your cable, these certain, for your phone bill, there's certain bills that you constantly pay. You can gain points from doing that. After you do, I think 3 months of payments, then it gets registered. So Experian Boost is a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And then get yourself, you got to open up 5 accounts. So let's say you open up a credit card account, a secure credit card, $300 to give it to your bank, and they give you a credit card. So you got 300. You think you have $300 in that card, but you don't. What you really have is 1/3. So you try to spend at least $90 to $100 in that card. Put that in your mind, because the credit reporting and the way they keep the scores and it's generated is by your usage of this credit, and they want to see that you don't become too much of a liability. If you start spending, even if you spend $250 out of $300, is still going to lower. If you look at the Experian Boost in that site, it tells you that you have a high credit risk factor. Okay, so I was not told that. I just get a credit card, $1,000. I think I got $1,000. I'm gonna spend $900. I'm gonna spend some money, but you don't. $1,000, you should only be spending, I think, what, $200 of that. 1/3 of $1,000 is what, $300, right? Or $325, something like that. That's what you have on that card. You can spend that and then start making. Don't make an early payment. Don't make a late payment. Definitely don't make a late payment. But you call the bank and tell them, when is my payment due? So if it's due every time on the 17th or it's done on a certain day, you make sure that payment is there a day before. If it's $35 a month, then pay $35 until you pay that credit off, and then you on and on. So budget yourself and say, well, I'm going to have 2 credit cards at $35 a month. That's $70 that I have to make sure that I have on the date that it's needed, and I'll make sure that I'm only spending 1/3 of each of these cards. Once you see it boosting, then you can open up another account. Frequent flyer, if you fly musicians. American Airlines offers a card. The frequent flyer, you always try. I have ISG, so if I have a credit card, if I go to a hotel, an ISG, Intercontinental Hotel Group, and they have many hotels, and if I go there, I tell them I want to put this on points. I want points. Sometimes you pay a little more money to get more points, but the good thing about it is that you're working out this credit in points, and you get a free night here or 2 nights there, or you get Sky Miles, a free round trip. I was on a plane and American Airlines was offering 60,000 points of fly miles. This helps save money. It helps you move around. It helps you navigate through this economic, just to be up on things like that. That helps, because you're navigating in this world that they created, this matrix. So like Neo, you have to bend the matrix to your will. Same thing with this crypto. You have to bend those algorithms. You got to bend those. It's good to study coding and program, but not everybody's interested in that. Not everybody's going to do that. But find those that you can trust and be around and say, hey, listen. And giving great advice. Like my brother Rico gave great advice. Little by little, you test those markets. Little by little, you see how they work, and you get to work it and know it. Say like stocks. I went to the airport, and American Airlines line was insane. I mean, I look at the other airlines, but I was flying American Airlines, and you know what I did? I bought stocks. I got on. And you could do it through Cash Apps, I think. Cash App. You can buy stocks. You can buy Bitcoin. I suggest that people, in order to get familiar, go on Cash App. If you have Cash App, you got that black card. If you go to a restaurant, you get 5% Bitcoins award, or any coffee shop. If you go into these coffee shop a lot, use that black card or that card, that Cash App card. Put your money in that Cash App card, and then you go to Boost, and you boost that card so that you can get Uber. I save $1 of it. Hey, I'm penny pinching. I save $1 on every Uber ride because I pay with my Cash App card. These are awards awards that you receive for spending or utilizing those particular apps. That's that world. That's that crypto world. You know that. So there's a lot of incentives. You know, like for instance, this Brave browser I was telling you about, just the fact that it blocks a lot of ads. But if you allow advertisement to come onto your browser, they pay you. They pay you in coins, and the specific coins that you can get and exchange it for other coins that you're using. So it's a matter of constantly knowing the flow or stream. Again, remember we're currency generators. So we want to know the streams, and we want to just, even if it's a little tiny stream here and there, and you want to get used to the stream of currency, and you become the bank, you know, like the stream of water and what you call the edges, the bank that directs that, right? And it's self-banking, being responsible for your economics, very responsible for your economics. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn the hard way. So now, you know, I'm knowing how to fracture, you know, take pieces of money I make and this and that, put it into this, put it into that, put it in that. You know what I'm saying? So eventually I'm able to communicate, to see how streaming works and the stream of this currency and how it's working. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to get a downside, but you're going to get another downside. It's called the swing. It's going to happen, you know? And then when you're able to, the opportunity arises, because the real wealth, I'm telling you, to me, the real wealth is the land. Real estate is land, and humanity and land. So it'd be nice when you get a couple of people that you vibe with, and you want to create a neighborhood, a community amongst yourself. So it'd be nice for you to say, oh, well, listen, I got this amount, and you could pull through exchange, pull from the stream and place it in property. And there's ways to even buy property through the crypto. I'm telling you, the digitizing of even real estate is happening. Right now, it's being sold out. Damn, I wish I could have pulled that sucker up. Let me try to pull that sucker up. Yo, you're gonna be shocked at it. Oh my. Let me hold on a second. I'm just gonna give you a little bit and pieces of this. Hold on a second. Let me get off the camera here for 1 second. I need to pull this up to show you how even real estate is being impacted. Real estate, y'all, being impacted by this whole crypto. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, shit. Man. Oh man, this is. Oh, here it goes. I have it. Man, you're going to be shocked at this. And for those of you who knows this, you're going to be like, oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Let me share my screen again. Excuse me. Hold on a second here. Do that. Share. Hide that. Where are you? Oh, here you go. Hold on a second. Here you go. Here we go. Hold on a second. Put this over here. Let me click this one on. Yours should be, and then I'm gonna share my. Well, I'm going to share it in 1 second. Let me share this. Oh, wait a minute. You already seeing my. I'm already sharing. Yeah. So all I need to do is to pull it up here on this side end, so you can see it here, and let's maximize that. Look at this. This is called realty, y'all. This is the real tea. Become the landlord of the future. Are you paying attention to this? Look at this. Become a landlord of the future. For the first time, investors around the globe can buy into the U.S. real estate market through fully compliant, fractional, tokenized ownership powered by the blockchain. Look at this. But these properties are going, look, sold out. Yo, these properties are sold out, man. Damn it. Man, previous properties. Oh, man, look at this. Man, in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, so it's just a matter of where, you know, you don't have to go live there, but you can become a landlord. Tokenized landlord. Sell token, the team, meet our team. Look at these guys. This is the company. This is real estate in the future. Real estate in the future. New to blockchain, cryptocurrency, and tokenization is easier than it seems. We're here to help you learn about the new alternative financial system that blockchains have to offer. Blockchain is a little different than the internet. The internet is centralized, it's open, it's internet. Blockchains are on block. They got private keys and it's secure, encrypted, secured chains. And here's how you can learn it. Introduction to Realty. Oh man, y'all, affiliate program. This is the marketplace. Become a real estate agent for the internet. You're starting a tokenized real estate portfolio, the easy way to invest ownership of property in the United States. You also gain access to our Realty affiliate program. Wow. This is the future. Build your portfolio, earn reward, become affiliated. You know, this is for those of you who are into real estate. Is learn the blockchain technology because this is the future of real estate. And if you are head up on things, you're going to be sitting pretty in the next after the 9 years are up. 2030 is a whole different game, y'all. I'm projecting it. I'm telling you, this is what's been told to me, and I'm foreseeing. I say, if you looked at where we were at in the 1990s and 2000 to today, you're saying like, whoa, how technology has changed. And it's changing. And wait till 2030 comes in. I know I'm going to be in my 80s and 90s, but then what about my children, my grandchildren? What opportunities are they going to have? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't go ahead. And here's an advice. Don't go ahead and start getting these sites and putting your email. No, you have to create an email that's a secure encrypted email. So you got to go like ProtoMail, and there's a way to get ProtoMail and have an encrypted email. I have it already, but that's a step. But you see, I can't give a lot of this stuff away because I pay money for it, and I'm still learning. And it's like I said, 15 hours of information in there, so I can't just blurt it out just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who's who, and you don't want people to make mistakes and then blame you in the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need those headaches. But I tell you this. My currency generators. This is real. There's a lot of things happening. You know what I'm saying? Again, to be prepared. Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Especially for my Uspatria Zamal Zamatet. You know what I'm saying? Share this with the family. Let's move together so that we can, build that community again. and get our master teacher out of the conditions he's in, out of that conditions. Let the world know that he taught us very well, very well. He's not forgotten, and he's going to be liberated. He's already liberated. I see him already. He's liberated, man. You know what I'm saying? He's using a different type of power. He's using a different type of currency to relate things to us. But keeping it real, you don't want to spook things out. But it's for real. And my Facebook is freezing up here. My Dell, and I don't understand because I got Ethernet on that particular system, but it's freezing up. Because it's interesting, you know, like I said, you know, all of this stuff is done digitally and is being generated on Facebook, and they have a right. There's keywords in there, and when that happens, they can stop, edit, or take down your page. But like I said, I ain't saying nothing new. It's all over the internet. All I'm doing is, like I said, collecting the information. And then I go into information out of the box and look for that information, that information. And then again, paradoxically, put it all together, put the pieces together. You know, look at the scientific data. So if you deal with like the cryptocurrency and you talk about it, whatever, then you have to also look at the scientific data. What is it? Algorithms? Are they real? Or how we use algorithms in the past, and how's it used in the present? And what does it do? And then when you study coding a program, you get to see how this works. So you say that this is real. This is a possibility. Tokenization, minting, all of this has to fit into pieces. Does it make sense? Does it fit into these pieces? Does it fit into the scientific? Does it fit into the historical data? When I show you with the redemption process, and I show you how this society and this government, how minting and money was, and then you see the whole thing happening with the cryptocurrency. It's following this pattern. It's in place. It's in place. I'm not the most intelligent one out here. I'm not the most smartest one. I'm not the most richest person out here. Anything like that. All I can tell you is that I have my eyes on the prize. I have my eyes on it. I'm coming for it. All because I want to be a representative for humanity, like the way my master teacher, my mother, taught me to be an example to humanity, and how Padna Bayanoon and people that have been in my life, my stepfather, you know, people that have been in my life that have taught me to become beneficial to your society and your community. My mother was big on that, huge on that. The community, even a building. And like I said earlier, my job is to create a safe, secure environment, clean environment for my children and grandchildren. At the same time, you know, with the currency generated, make sure their future, their inheritance is there. You know what I'm saying? Close to it. We got to get closer and closer, you know. It's what it's all about. And now the way I relate to others is going to be on that basis. You know what I'm saying? It's economically, how can we benefit each other economically, man? How can we benefit our families, your family and my family? How can we benefit? That's important because that's relationship. How can we relate in a relationship? Finance is fiance. Marriage is contract. Trust is a contract. And now with the smart contract, you could draw up smart contracts of trust, smart contracts, marriage of two entities, relationship, the relationship of two entities coming together and thinking about the future progenitors. So like I said, it's a whole different game, yo. So, let me get off here. It's okay. Many people come on, or people have conversations, the discussions. What time is it? It's 6:57 now. People are probably having their dinner, winding down from work or whatever. But hopefully you see this and able to sustain sustain what I'm putting forth. You know what I'm saying? But you reach out. For those that won't know me, can reach out to me or reach me out on Facebook or whatever. Reach out to me if you want to have a discussion with me, man. And I'm also willing to learn. So if you want to show me something, you want to share with me, by all means. Or if you want me to share certain things, I will share certain things that I'm able to share. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to promise too much to anybody because, again, like I said, it's a lot of work that has to be put in. Anyway, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to y'all. And wish y'all very well. And so I'm out. I'm going to end the podcast and love y'all. Wadu.